Boom, and there we are live. And I forgot to put my phone on vibrate. But anyway, that's another thing. I hopefully it don't ring on me. Let me do my intro, and then we let you guys do y'all intro, and then we'll get this thing to popping. And let me bring in Chocolate Buddha right quick because I was just about to do my intro. Chocolate Buddha, mic check.
Can you hear
Oh,
me? One, two, one, two.
we hear you. We don't see you yet, but we hear you.
One, two, one, two.
All right. Well, let me do this little intro, and I got this other guest say she's trying to log on, but once the show gets started, I can't help nobody. So anyway, here we go. Let me do my intro and we get this thing popping. Hello, everyone. I am Paul Wizzo. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Wizzo Talk. I appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe to Wizzo Talk, the link is in the description or strolling right across the bottom of the screen. Just make sure you hit that notification bell because I'll post according to my guest availability rather than on a fixed schedule. So we don't want you to miss out on nothing. And remember, whatever you do, it is absolutely 100% free to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your support. And Chocolate Buddha, what you got going on there? Okay, he got something going on. So, and you like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, by all means, hit me up in the chat, hit me up in the description, and I'm trying to get him on. And we will make sure you guys get on the show. Don't worry about a topic, because I have plenty. And if I don't have enough, then Cree has some, and Rico has some. And so, one thing on here on Wizzo Talk, we don't never run out of topics. So, with that being said, let's do our intro and we're going to get this thing popping. Y'all, excuse me for hesitating, but I got people logging in here. And let's start with Miss Cree.
Hey guys, my name is Creature One Boom. I'd like to thank you, Paul Wizzo, for having me on your show once again. Wizzo Talks, you know I'm a supporter all day, 24/7. Y'all can find me though on YouTube and Facebook, Creature One Boom. And I'm just glad to be here. I'm ready to get into this discussion. Let's get it.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Rico, what you got there for us?
What's up? Same thing. Hey, it's Rico. Hey, you can catch me. You see the name on the screen. That's how you can look me up. That's on TikTok. And I'm also AKA the Tangerine Ninja, and I will be representing until the Pomegranate Samurai is back.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Chocolate Buddha, what you got?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. It's your favorite All-American RVB Baker Jr., also known as Chocolate Buddha, but today I'm using my tagline, I'm Malik001. If you want to get in touch with me or follow me, follow Wizzo, damn it. Follow Wizzo and you'll be able to follow me. Don't worry about all that shit. We're about to get up here and get it crack-a-lacking.
Already. That's what's up. That's what's up. I got somebody else trying to get on right here, but I don't see him. Let me see here. All right, cool. Well, all right, well, I have to get that here in just a second. All right, guys, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm gonna read my little
Disclosure.
yeah, I couldn't even think of what it was because I'm looking at the screen trying to see who's trying to come on. Wizzo Talk is an unfiltered, unscripted podcast designated for a mature audience. If you're uncomfortable with explicit language or direct conversation, this may not be the space for you. We speak openly here without holding back. Don't let strong, explicit words distract you from the powerful message being shared. So I appreciate everyone for tapping in. I got to go to my notes, and normally I have like a little icebreaker, and let me find it right quick. Because y'all remember last time, I think I asked one question of everyone something different. And wait a minute, here's someone else. Let me see who is this. Trying to come on. All right. Is that Mello or Mel? You there? Hello? Well, nope. He's gone again. All righty. Well, with that being said, guys, so my thing right here, this is a adult conversation between men and women when the trust is broken. So what I'm going to say right here on this, on my topic to get going, because Cree, I believe you have something to bring up too, right? Rico
Absolutely.
does. So as everyone know, whether y'all watching this now, y'all watching it later, here on Wizzo Talk, it's not all about Wizzo. All my guests have a chance to bring up whatever topic they like. So this is mine right here first. I'm not going to do the icebreaker. I'm going to read this right here, and I had to write it down. Now, this is a real situation that I'm going to read right here. So, at what point in the relationship is it ever okay to sneak and read your partner's message? I don't want to say on the phone or whatever, just message. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, you've been together for over 8 years. She cheated, but you only found out because you went through her phone. Then I heard somebody, excuse me for a second. She cheated, but she only found out because she went through your phone. But you found out, hold on a second, y'all. My thing is going off over here, people trying to get on this tick mouth. So let me start back over. You've been together for over 8 years. She cheated, but you only found out because you went through her phone. Then she found out you cheated the same way. Where does the relationship go from here, and can it be fixed? So that's kind of like two things I'm talking about. Is it okay to sneak and read them now that both of you didn't cheated or whatever? So how can it be fixed? And Cree, I know you deal a lot with the relationships, so I want to start with you first. And if you'd like me to read that because I was stumbling because my computer was going off, I will.
Was it two-part question?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, because it was asking about it. At what point is it okay to sneak and read your partner's messages? And then after you found out that she cheated going through your phone, you found out she cheated because you went through her phone. So can the relationship, can it be fixed? So that's the two parts to it. When is it okay to do that, and can it be fixed?
So to the first part, when is it okay to do that? I don't think it's ever okay to invade somebody's privacy. However, I think in relationships you should be able to have open phones. I think your partner should be able to answer your phone and vice versa. So, sometimes, some people are nosy and they might answer your phone and it might be okay. And then they say, I wonder who you been texting. and they looking through the messages. But I think if that happens like that, the person should be sitting right there and be like, hey, let me see what you got going on. Like, not a sneak type of malicious thing. I don't think so. But I think harmless, let me see, you should be able to hand your phone to your partner and vice versa and not be worried. Now, if they both cheated, then already the trust is already messed up. So as far as repairing that, I don't know how they can do that without like some counseling and without like I don't think you ever like really get over it. Like, I think it's gonna always be in the back of your mind when somebody put that damage inside of you, like that hurt. I think it's gonna always be in the back of your mind. So I would definitely, if they invested for 8 years, 9 years, whatever, if they want to continue to be together, I think they should seek some counseling and kind of learn to build a trust again. And it's easier said than done.
Right. Okay, no doubt. All right, let's see what Rico got with that. What's up with that, Rico?
I agree with Cree in some ways, but the others I do not. When a woman cheats, the relationship is over, in my opinion, because it can't be fixed. Because a woman cheat, has sex with someone else, she's emotionally attached. She's emotionally involved with the person she is, because most women can't have sex with someone without getting attached to them. So she's bonded with that person. Him, yeah, he's still there, but she's not as attached to him. There's excitement over here. There's new things going on over here. I don't think counseling will fix that. I agree with Cree where she said you shouldn't invade someone's privacy. And with that, I say if you can't trust, it won't ever work. And being male, when it comes to that, when your woman cheat on you, because I had that happen to me in high school, and it's always going to be in the back of your mind, and it causes a lot of issues and insecurities on the man, especially knowing she's already cheated. So to me, it won't work. And that woman, she's gone. She belongs to that other man. I just don't see it working, even through counseling, for the simple fact she's emotionally involved, attached to that other man. Men don't get attached through sex.
Men just fuck.
Soon as we, if it's not a woman that we like, meaning if a man meets a woman and he just knocking off, as soon as he come, he want to get the hell away. We want to get the hell away from you. We all them feelings we had shoot right out of us. Am I lying, fellas? Don't be ashamed to say it. Don't be ashamed to say it.
I feel you on some of that. Let me see what Chocolate Buddha got. Chocolate Buddha, what's up with that?
All right. First disclaimer. At 55 years old and 0 for 3 for marriages and stuff, I'm coming at this from an experience point of view. Um, should you sneak in and check out your significant other's phone? I'm gonna tell you right now, hell yeah. If you feel like something's going on and you keep getting weird answers about where they've been at and they coming back from the store smelling better than they did when they left, and you catch them on the phone, they all of a sudden hang up or delete a photo, yeah, you better check. And the reason I say you better check, again, from my personal experience, every time I found out that somebody stepping out on me, it was because of that gut feeling and saying, you know what, there's got to be something here to it. Now, the other part, what if the other person is cheating too? Well, I feel the same way with them. Hey, if you got a feeling that your man is hiding the phone or staying in the car, 5 to 10 minutes longer, and you look out there and he's on the phone snickering and shit, maybe you do need to sit in there. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, with both of those things being said, can it be saved? This is on the individual. And I'll say for myself, if you care for that person enough for it to be saved, you need counseling, but it can be saved. Because there's a time where it can't be saved. And I was saying the younger me, there was no saving it. That's why I got 2 solid divorces, because I was young and I was like, hey, if you belong to the street, get the fuck away from me. But if you grow and mature and you realize there might have been something there, and it's a hard part to say, well, maybe I contributed to this person stepping out, we could talk that out and work it. But not too many people are strong enough to do that. So I'm not saying that for everybody, but if you got somebody that you truly love enough to be able to go to counseling to work this out, there may be a chance of saving it. And I say maybe because it depends on the individual.
Can I?
Okay, I'm gonna come to you, Nick. Oh, go ahead, Rico.
I disagree with what he said. Hell yeah, you should go into their phone. But I also I feel like it should be, if you think something, because he said if you think something going on, it's okay. But if you think something is going on as a man, it's already over, because you know that it is. Most people have routines. If a woman or a man, either or, if you reach for their phone and they grab it and jerk it, or they keep their phone real close to them all the time, oh, they cheating. Those are telltale signs that they cheating, that they are. If you ever want to know if your girl or your man doing something, grab their phone and take off running. Grab their phone. When you get out the car, grab their phone, and if they chase you, oh, they messing with somebody else. That's all you need to know right there. Because a person who's not doing anything wrong, they're not going to worry about it. Even though they know they have a password on the phone and you don't know it, but that impulse, oh Lord, I'm doing wrong, that guilty conscience, I need that back. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Let me see what.
Can I respond to?
Wait, what about?
I need to go to Cree. I need to go to Cree first. Chocolate Buddha.
Okay.
So I want to. Okay, well, obviously I disagree with what Rico said as far as women can't have sex outside of a relationship unless they're emotionally attached. There's too many I've seen. I know a couple wives right now that's stepping out and going home like everything is great, and they ain't going nowhere. So it's not just a male thing. Just so you know, I don't know how many times I gotta keep telling him that. I'm a woman. I know. And I also disagree with the going through the phone. I think that you should be able to ask, babe, let me see your phone. Now, if she don't, boom, you have your answer. You ain't gotta sneak around. You just say, shit, your ass been out there on the phone. Let me see who you was talking to. That's how I'm gonna come at it. I ain't gonna sneak and wait. You gonna be either you gonna show me that you doing the right things or you not. And if you don't,
hold up, Rico. I need to let Chocolate Buddha go, and then I gotta say something too.
All right. Again, I'm speaking from my personal experience. I believe that both parties are right on how y'all see it based on y'all experience. But for me, I'm telling you exactly how it went. I had a significant other that I had a gut feeling something was going wrong, and I said, "Hey, why are you hiding your phone from me?" And she pressed a couple numbers. She's like, "You don't believe me? Here, look at it. Here, check. You can see whatever you want." And I did, and I was like, I felt stupid because maybe I was kind of guilty. And then the feeling wouldn't go away, and I started seeing things that didn't add up. And finally, I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go in here and check this motherfucker ad. Bam, boom, surprise. Little motherfucking was surprised that I called him. Hurried up and hung up. And I said, I ain't gonna kick your ass and shit. I just want to know what's up. And like Cree said, sometimes they got some women out there that's strictly like men, booty call and move on. That was her little friend, but I was young at the time. I wasn't trying to hear anything about that was your little friend. Go stay with your little friend. Get out of my area. As far as, you know, the trust thing, it's got to be something that is earned. If you got somebody, and again, from my point of view, that is telling you, hey, I'm feeling uncomfortable because you keep being on this phone, you saying nothing's happening, but this is happening. What? Am I stupid? I don't think I am. But there are some that my current situation, I feel like, hey, you've been on that phone too long. Open the phone up, let me see it. And you know what she'd do? She won't press no damn button. She'd give it to me. I'll look at it, and what it was Instagram, fucking Facebook, and a whole lot of shopping. That's the only thing that she embarrassed about, because she be doing a whole lot of fucking shopping. I still hate that, but not enough to leave her. So again, that's my personal experience on this.
All right. So for those
Can
of you
I
that's
say
watching,
something? Wait,
okay, go ahead.
hold on.
Then I'm coming to you in a minute, Rico.
How long you been married?
This marriage is 10 years.
And you see her on her phone. How long is too long for you to be like, let me see?
It's not too long. Okay. First of all, I'm on the CPAP machine, so you know sometimes I can't sleep real good, and I'll be there, and I see the fucking light go on and shit, and roll over. What the fuck? It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, now that's different. Okay,
So I
that's
want to see
different.
what the hell going on.
A little context.
So
That's
yeah,
different.
yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Even be phones in the bed, as far as I'm concerned. But I get
All
you.
right. Look,
I keep saying that.
I get you on that one.
But again, you know, with my wife, there's some things that she don't like about me, like having guns around. I'm not changing it. So we got to have a compromise.
Right. Absolutely.
But I don't get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and fire a handgun. Just
all
saying.
right, let me come to Rico. Then I got something else to say. This shit, I done forgot it twice. But Rico, go ahead.
Hey, this for Cree. Cree, I didn't say that she would leave, because a woman is going to stay where stability is and security, because that's leave, because she won't be. I never said she'll leave. If she can go out and get her goodies off with this new boo thing and come back home, why would she leave? My point is, she's attached and having sex, and once she has sex, she's emotionally involved with that man. She won't ever leave. Her kids are there, it's stability there and all that. But as soon as he find out, unless he's a weak man, he gonna stay. They'll never be happy, because he'll never be able to trust her. He gonna constantly cause arguments because of his insecurities. Because a man's ego is huge, but it's fragile. Very fragile.
The part I disagree with is the fact that the woman can go out and have sex and not have an emotional attachment to that person. That's what I disagree with.
I'm not saying all women, but 99% of them can't. I'm speaking, you
Now he's
never
speaking
had
99%.
sex.
I
You never
agree
had
to
sex
disagree
with
with
another
Rico.
woman.
I agree to disagree with Rico.
Cree,
Okay,
I'm a
we just
man.
leave it like that.
I'm speaking off my experience and my friend's experience that I know about. I've never met a woman that I was dealing with and we had sex, even knowing my situation, telling them, because I'm always was truthful when I was doing my thing, they still would fall in love and get attached, knowing I told them I'm never leaving
Guess what,
home.
friend? Men lie and women lie. If
I
she
don't
gotta
lie.
tell you she love you to get you to pay that bill or to take
I
on
don't
that trip,
care.
guess what? She gonna tell you the best she ever had. You think men are the only ones out here lying?
You will never
And I
find a
rest my
woman
case.
that said I paid their bill but two in my entire life, and I've had with
Man,
a
you
lot.
keep
Well,
putting
let
yourself
me say
in
this. Let me say
I'm
this,
talking
y'all.
about
Hold up.
overall in general.
Yeah. Let me say this. I think Rico said something earlier about the woman cheating. Is she more emotional? And the guy can go out there and just fuck pretty much and it just be over with. But it's harder on the guy, I think he said, if the woman's cheating. And and what I want to say is that, Rico, do you think that's because sometimes we as men in our early hunting fucking stages trying to go out there and just kill pussy? So do you think that in your mind that guy is over there killing your girl's pussy So that's why you don't want to. It's harder for a man to wind up taking her back because you know, as a man, in your younger time or whatever, in your time when you out there drilling, what you trying to do to another piece. Do you think that that's why it's hard on men because we know what that guy over there is doing to our girl or has done? He didn't flip her and stuck her in the mouth and the ass and everywhere. So it's harder on the man.
Yes.
Do you think that's why?
That's one of the reasons, but women, I feel like a man, we can't deal with that. Like I said, our egos are huge, but it's fragile. And every time they get ready to have sex, his tallywhacker probably not gonna work right because it's gonna be in his mind. She done probably had that meat in her mouth, even though she said she didn't. He done bent her over. She done been on top. It's especially if he loves her. Oh no, it's gonna drive him crazy. That relationship will not work. It's gonna stay with issues. That's exactly the reason.
Chocolate Buddha, what's up with that?
Okay, I kind of got to agree and disagree. And I do this because, again, from my personal experience, when I was out there running, there was no such thing as a locked in relationship. So if we were supposed to be together and she was doing something with somebody else, now I want to show out and see if he got what I got. But when I got married, that was something totally different because when I got married, I was under this presumption that, okay, you're for me, I'm for you. I'm not going to fall in temptation. I'm going to fight it and come to you, and I'm expecting you to do the same thing. And when that didn't happen, hey, it was a shattering. But I will say, as I got older, I started to separate that pride from that physical part of it. So when I was younger, you're right. My ego was very shallow. You cheat on me, I took it personal like that was a death blow. Now it's like, okay, you cheated on me. You kind of fucked up because I'm the shit. And we will talk about this, and maybe I will take you back because it's not that personal to me. Or if you can't figure your shit out, I'm gonna leave you. Not because my ego was broken, but because you can't figure your shit out. And I know exactly what I want in life.
All right. Let me ask my guest to the viewers. I'm gonna come to Creed first, then I'm gonna come back to you, Rico. Let me ask to the viewers that's out there watching, what do y'all think about some of what we're talking about? Do you think it's okay for each other to go through one another's phone? And if they've caught one another cheating, can the relationship be fixed? That's kind of what we're talking about. And then we got to talk about some more fucking and sucking along the way. Let me come over to Creed. And we're going to hit Rico, and then we're going to see what the next topic going to be about. Creed, what you got on something?
On the next topic?
No, did you have anything on anything Chocolate Buddha was saying?
Shit, I zoned out.
That's okay. Okay.
That's
Rico,
crazy.
Rico has something. Rico, what's up, Rico?
Hey, I knew we was about to get off this topic, and I wanted to say one thing before we finish. Men, young men, and men, mainly young men. Older men should be okay, but the young men, I know your ego's huge, but it's fragile. If you don't want that woman to cheat on you, the one that you love only, treat her good and D her down, and she'll never cheat.
What is D or down?
Dick her down. Give her that great sex. Put that meat on her. Yeah.
So you said treat her good and give her that dick, and she not gonna cheat on you.
If you pleasing her, because a woman knows how hard it is to find a good man, a man that treats her good, because she's been through a lot with other men. So if she finds one that treats her good and gives her good sex, why would she have to go out and give her body to someone else if she's already happy? A happy woman is not going to cheat. They won't.
That. Yeah. And okay, go ahead, Chocolate Buddha.
All right. I think it's nice to be able to believe that, treating them good and dicking them down is going to stop them from cheating. But again, my experience only. Don't rely on your dick, fellas. Rely on this.
Treating her good.
Listen to what the fuck they talking about and what they doing. You can give them sex, but I promise you, because the times I've been cheating on, hey, my lower back was strong. I was doing everything. I was paying all the bills. I was strong, and they still stepped out. And the reason they stepped out, I'll give you an example for number one, well, and number two, because no matter how much good pipe I was laying, I wasn't listening to the fact that I'm paying more attention to being in the military than being in my marriage.
That's a prime example
And
right there.
this is my personal experience. I had them drinking Gatorade after they was finished my sessions. I was paying all the bills because I had my little army money, and they still stepped out. Again, after everything was over, because I'm friends with mines now, they told me, man, I loved you to death, but you loved the army more. I just couldn't take it. I still love you, but your thing was for the army, not for our marriage.
All right, Rico, I got you next. Let me see what Cree got.
Rico really believes like life is in black and white. Like that is insane. Sex and treat her good. Where do you think the phrase come from? Good guys finish last. Because as humans, we always want something that we don't have. Like we always feel like we missing out on something. Just like men do. Like it's both sexes go through the same phases. And just like he said, like I know so many. Well, I don't have to tell you. A lot of military men. You can have a great job, pay all the bills. I know a teacher. Her husband is overseas contractor. Come back, whatever she wants. He is like a great guy, and she cheats on him. I said, why do you cheat on him? Oh, he just want to sit in front of the TV, don't want to go nowhere, don't want to do nothing. Like you get so complacent and you think because you digging her down and you so good, giving her what you think she want, whatever she asking for, and you missing the connection. If there is no connection, then she's liable to stray. And that's coming from a woman.
All right. Hold up, Rico. Hold up, Rico. Let me say this because Free have said something like this before in the past, and I had it in my notes. Free have said in the past that women cheat for what's missing, while men is said to cheat for variety. You know, and right there it sounds like she's cheating because of what's missing, because he's doing all that and not gonna giving her the attention that she wants. And a woman to say dick her down, well shit, I can go over there and get some dick. But Rico, what were you gonna say?
Well, first to Cree, good guys don't finish last. They finish in the shower, baby. I'm sorry, but that's where they finish at, in the shower. Also, with what you just said about her, the woman she cheating on, he's gone most of the year. They don't have any time together. The only thing they do is talk on the phone. Like that. So what you're saying that contradicts exactly what I'm saying. That makes no sense.
It doesn't, because I was in a relationship with a soldier.
One at a time.
She's always alone. And lastly, before you go, people are focusing on, and I saw what PM said. I never just said the meat. He said sex won't keep anyone there. I said a happy woman, meaning you treat her right. She's not missing anything in her life. What is good sex or what the man does for her or what they do together, she feels complete. She will not cheat. Why would she? Why would she? But Cree, you talking about a man that's gone.
I'm
probably
telling you,
9
people
months.
have work husbands. Like it's so much stuff I didn't see. Like, and when I meet, so first of all, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors in people's houses, right? No. They can present, I'm happy, I'm complete. I don't think anybody's ever 100% complete. Like that's don't sound like reality. That sound like a fantasy where Rico talking about, because real life happens. Like real life stuff happens. People get in accidents. Stuff happens. Menopause. Stuff happens. Yeah. So whatever that time period, if you're not a strong-minded individual and a solid person to express your needs to your partner, and then in turn your partner says, okay, let me try to meet you where you at. Like, because some people have relationships and don't even have real conversations. Like they don't even have those hard conversations. Like they don't even want to talk about stuff that's going to make them better. And that's the only way you get better and grow is by having those hard conversations. Just think about your own personal relationships. You can't tell me that you have done everything you can and your partner has always been happy 100% and complete. Like it's always going to be something that's going to be, it's always something. Like you, even when there's nothing, you make up something to where you're not happy. I don't know. You didn't make the bed right. I don't know, but I know it's always, because life is always lifing. Like it's always going to be something. And those little windows, listen, those little windows, like that's why small arguments can blow up and be so huge. And you be like, forget what the hell you even argued about. Like, and I'm speaking from personal experience of 2 marriages. And I was with a guy in the military and I did not cheat. And he was gone a lot, right? I just got out the marriage because I can't do it. Like, you just got to know yourself and articulate, hey, these are my needs. This is what I'm missing. And your partner should want to meet you there. And if they don't, then guess what?
Okay, let's
Yeah.
get Rico Chocolate Buddha, and then we're gonna see see what topic Creed want to bring up.
Oh, and a
Yeah.
cheat is gonna cheat regardless.
I say it like this: if a happy people or like a happy woman is cheating, then there's no point in being in a relationship, because what Cree is saying, she still keeps adding the point that they're not happy. You're missing what I'm saying. They feel complete. Yeah, that person isn't perfect, but the things that they require are being met. They are happy. Everything you just said, you spoke about, was unhappy people because they don't have a perfect. Nothing is perfect, but people require certain things.
So let me before Chocolate Buddha go late, let me thank all our viewers out there for watching. Hey, we see the comments. I'm sharing them on the screen, and my guests can also see them. So we appreciate it. And we trying to see when the wedding is, but
You getting married?
I gotta go to Chocolate Buddha Creek.
Wait, can I let me respond real quick, please?
Okay,
I
go
just want
ahead.
to say this. I'm not saying that these are all unhappy people. What I'm saying is when life happens, because even when you're happy and you're getting all your needs met, at some point you're not going to be able to do that. Like a situation where the woman husband had high blood pressure and heart problems, and he had to go be hospitalized for 3 months, and so now she at the hospital every day. You know what I mean? And then who's confident her somewhere else at her job? Or I'm just trying to bring a
Cree, that's
scenario.
different.
Life happened. It doesn't. But what I'm saying is, what
Hold
you're
on, hold
not
on.
understanding
Okay.
is she's still happy with her man. He ain't do nothing wrong. His health declined. Like, I'm just saying, life
That makes it
happens.
worse.
Child.
You
still
start
be
cheating
committed
because
to-
his health
you should
declined?
still be committed. You should still be committed to your marriage if you're still married to the person. So if he have an issue or he in the hospitalized, that's not a reason to go cheat. That'll make you unhappy, like you said about the situation, but that don't mean you should go cheat. So it's not no different. I'm saying just because you meet somebody's needs at the moment, because nobody's gonna always be able to meet your needs 100% every day of your life. Period. That's
You can't
not
speak
realistic.
for everyone, Cree.
Let
I
me go to
can.
Chocolate Buddha.
Show me somebody who had a perfect life with no issues.
She
Raise
did.
your hand right now if you ain't never had no issues in your. He lying because you told me personally your issues. So raise your hand if you
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
never
gonna
had
put
no
my-
issues.
I'm lying
I'm
in
gonna
your
put my whole
relationship or
body
marriage.
down on that.
Raise your
I'm
hand.
putting my whole
Nobody
body.
can do it.
It wasn't
It's
cheating.
almost like saying if you ever had a man who ain't never cheat. Raise your hand if you ain't never had no issue in your life, in your marriage, or your relationships ever. You 100% happy all the time. That's unrealistic.
Nobody is.
Okay, let me go to Chocolate Buddha right quick.
Point
Chocolate
taken.
Buddha, come, we got to get ready to go to the next topic here.
Okay, a couple of quick things. I'm that good guy, that nerdy guy that didn't cheat, and my wife cheated on me. And again, it was because of communications. I really thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do, and even though they was telling me shit, I was like, nope. You getting dick, you getting bills paid, you drive a nice car. Shut
I
up.
think that's enough.
Don't mess
Exactly.
around. Now, when I was single, because there's another part. There's a lot of parts to me. I'm gonna go ahead and give my shameless plug. I'm gonna have a book coming out called The Death of Captain Saberhole. You can read to the title. But anyway, before I get into that book,
Kill him
there
out.
was a time when I was single, and the time I was single, I had a lot of people in my life. And the reason I was in their lives for those times was because their needs wasn't getting met. And these wasn't people that wasn't getting money or night. They had all that and more. But something as simple as snuggling to watch a movie. Men, I'm going to tell you right now, if your wife says, hey, why can't we just snuggle and watch the movie? And you say, that's stupid, I'm not doing that. You see this face? A face like mine is going to be looking at her face. Snuggle with her, goddammit. Because it's those little things that get your relationship hurt. And what I found, 0 for 3, and now I'm in a pretty decent relationship now, is that you can't let the little shit slide. If they say something as simple as, why we can't have flowers? You might be mad, but then you need to re-energize that and think about who might give her some fucking flowers and go get them goddamn flowers. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Communication
they called
is
me
key.
the
people.
comforter in high school. So men, when they was dogging their girls out, guess who was there to let them cry on their shoulder? Rico. They called. I had the nickname
Mr.
comforter. That's what I did to get that.
Hey, I was Mr. Friend Zone. Everybody put me in the friend zone. I didn't know what I had right there. I was just a nice guy. And I found out once I joined the Army, hey, this could be power. Again, communications is key, y'all.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that, and then we're gonna come to Cree to see what her topic is going to be. I was supposed to have two other women on here with you, Cree, but one of them couldn't log on, and then the other one, she did at least call me to let me know that she had some issues, had to work late at job, and then the other guy, I don't know what happened with him, but I'll tell y'all this: it's a beautiful sound when you sitting here and you ready to have a podcast, and you hear that little ding go off in the back to let you know you have a guest in the back because I was sitting here like, fuck, man, ain't nobody come on. And then they started clicking and ticking in, and Chocolate Buddha already let me know he was gonna be late. Free, you surprised me because I was expecting you to go be over earlier. I like, God damn, Free ain't gonna make it.
10 minutes I was trying.
Yeah, so but I appreciate y'all. But of course, I just forgot what the fuck I was gonna say after all of that spill. So let me just go and come to Creed. I should have went on what I was gonna say. I had a comment, but Creed, what's your talking point?
Okay, so for the men, and I'd like for you to answer this too, Izzo, if you
Yeah.
can. Why do so many men feel pressure to suffer in silence, and why is their worth often tied to what they can provide? And then on the flip side of that, what can we do as women to make y'all feel otherwise?
All righty then. Let's start with Chocolate Buddha, and I'll make sure I get off in there too and try to make sure I answer. If I don't, let me know because I'll definitely be trying to comment on these questions too. Chocolate Buddha, what's up?
First of all, that's an outstanding question because I think that question is in probably 98% of relationship where men suffer in silence. And like you were saying earlier, a little thing can kind of build up and then explode. My personal belief is that men suffer in silence because that's what we taught to do. Don't cry, don't complain, fix shit, and if shit's not going your way, just be quiet and deal with it. And I realize that could be a deal breaker because there'll be some women that want to help because they're asking you that because they want to help, and then other women that take advantage of that. You're not saying that, so we ain't got no problem. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I think the key to getting past that is for men to let down their guard and be vulnerable and let their significant other know what's bothering them instead of suffering in silence. One thing I found on marriage number 3 is that I feel so much better when I tell my wife, I don't like this. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to fix it, but I'm telling you right now, this is something that's bothering me. I don't like it. I don't keep it in. So whenever we circle back around, she can't say, well, I didn't know. Mm-hmm. I told her. So I think that's great. And I think men need to get away from this suffering silence, whether you go to counseling or you do an online app to help you address your feelings. But we got to get out of this thing of thinking the only way to be a man is to be hard and be silent. That's how men die early. I'm not going to try to die early. Like I said, I'm 55. I'm trying to bust 125, damn it. And the way I'm going to do it is always speak my mind. Try not to get pressured on little things because little things can kill you. And make sure that communication is going back and forth.
Okay.
For me. Oh, well, you're about to answer it?
No, go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead.
I agree with Chocolate Buddha with that. It's not okay to suffer, but counseling and therapy definitely is an outlet. I say this. In most cases, if you look at women, a woman, I'm not saying all women, Cree, not all women, because you're not like most women. We both know that. A woman will destroy her family for her happiness, but men will suffer because they don't want to hurt their kids. They don't want to destroy their family. Is that right? No, because everyone deserves a chance to be happy. I wish more men would actually talk to one another about their feelings for the simple fact that that they're gonna know, okay, he's going through what I'm going through. Y'all laughing because y'all don't believe what I said, but
no,
we laughing at PM.
What Falon saying.
No, man, I'm laughing at this eat booty face.
Go ahead, Rico. We hear you with PM crazy motherfucker. He's crazy.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Rico.
Who got a eating booty face?
He's saying like your girl will bust you out in front of your friends.
Go ahead, Rico. Finish saying what you said. Pee him off the damn chain.
Man, he the best. Y'all know.
Well, while you gather what you were saying,
man.
Hey, that's
Oh,
true. That's why. Look, I agree
Oh
with that,
shit.
but I won't. You know, I won't. Yeah, I won't
damn.
get off topic.
Breaking
But
up.
if it's not a woman that I trust, I would never share intimate things with her because she.
Damn. We're gonna have
No,
to send him some
I'm good.
bandwidth. He haven't.
That
Okay.
threw me
Yeah,
off.
you was fading. Yeah, PM coming in there throwing that damn booty face shit off of
That
there.
threw
He
me off.
crazy the motherfucker with that. So I think you said men suffer in silence. You
Me?
know, no. One of the questions that Cree
Question
asked
was,
right here.
why do many men feel pressure to suffer in silence?
Yeah,
And why is
and
that word often tied to what they can provide? Oh, we lost them.
he left. We lost him. Maybe he'll come back. I'm gonna let y'all know this here with me. I pretty much say fuck counseling. I don't really believe in no counseling and sitting there telling someone how to my problems that I'm going through. Now they can be there sitting there as a third person listening to me and listening to my lady or something like that. But I'm just not the counseling type guy. I mean, maybe because I haven't tried it. Uh, I just fuck that. I ain't talking to no counselor. I mean, I'm gonna talk to her. I got you, chocolate Buddha. But if I don't get this out, I'm gonna fucking forget something. So it may just be me, and maybe I may need to try it. But the suffering silence, I think when Chocolate Buddha was saying sometimes how we as men are taught to hold us in, don't cry, don't do this and don't do that or whatever. You know, that could be some of it. Some of it we've said before about a man talking, and you know, soon as he open up to that woman, then later on she over there telling, girl, I had that motherfucker crying, I had that motherfucker doing this, and that motherfucker he was begging for me to do this. So sometimes we hold it in, and I am guilty of that shit. You know, cause my girl, she'll ask me some things, and I'll be like, "Oh, it ain't nothing," and I know damn well it is. But I have expressed myself to her about some different things that I like, and different things that I don't like. So communication part of it is good. How can they fix it? I don't think they can really fix it. I think we have to open up to let them know in order for them to well, we have to kind of trust them. And after you've been with them for so long, you think you might trust them or whatever, but still, in the end, with me, it's hard for me to own and open up and express and share all of my feelings. And I don't believe in no fucking counseling. But Chocolate Buddha has something to say. And Cree, I don't know if I answered your question, but I tried to say what I can say.
But you ain't never had counseling. How you know you believe in something you ain't never tried?
Look,
Because I'm not going to try that shit. Because like I was saying, I don't want to sit there and tell nobody else my issues and my problem. I'm going to try to fix that with me and my girl. I don't want them to say, well, why do you think that she did? No, motherfucker, shit. I don't want you to tell me that. Shit, I'm going to talk that
You're
about
not
my
sharing
girl.
them with her.
Well, I'll come back to you. Let me let Chocolate Buddha go and I'll come back to you.
the first thing I'm gonna tell you is that that is part of the problem with us men, and I will submit to you to say this: all counselors are not the same. One of the things that is good in the military, especially if you've been to combat, you have PTSD, and you're showing symptoms, you are mandated to go to counseling. The first time I went to counseling, I went kicking and screaming, and it was command ordered for me to go. Now, like you, I didn't want to tell them shit. I played the game. They gave me some drugs. They said shit that I expected them to get. But I fucked around and got a counselor that really knew what the hell she was doing. And she called me on my bullshit. She wouldn't let me play that man stuff. I had to really answer out. And I would say, out of my military career, I dealt with maybe 20 counselors, civilian and military. There's only been 3, and I remember their faces like it was yesterday. 3, all of them was female, and all of them forced me to open up and be truthful with them. When you get somebody like that that really understands communication, not somebody that's trying to tell you what you need to do in your relationship, you'll be surprised at how much that they will help you, not just with that current issue, but to figure out why you were like this in the first place. Like I said, I like to say that I'm 55 a lot because I wasn't expected to live to 55. I mean, I really was that motherfucker. Like, shit, bring death on. I don't care. And getting with a real counselor through issues with a marriage, I found out where that destructive part came from in my life. She took me all the way back to some shit when I was 5 that I didn't even really focus on. But again, it was because that counsel was a good counsel. So I say this to you, Wizzo, and everybody out there listening. Don't trust every fucking counselor. If they make you feel uncomfortable and it sounds like some bullshit, get the fuck out of there. But if they ask you something and you have to reflect on yourself and you tell yourself this is good, rock with them. They trying to take you somewhere.
All right, cool. And to go back to Cree, when you were saying, what'd you say? Because I haven't tried one or something like that. What'd you say?
Say you saying you don't do it, but you ain't even gave it a chance.
No,
And you said that you don't tell your woman everything. I just feel like this is my theory. I
okay.
think all men, especially black men, everybody, but especially men, need somebody they can talk to that they trust. They need an outlet. Like it's like people walking around like ticking time bombs, like just ready to explode. And that's why road rage is so prevalent. Like you don't even know like why this person is so angry, but you know, damn, I know I ain't make him that damn mad. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
some shit that's internal. Like it's been brewing for a long damn time. And if you don't get help for it, you're gonna explode eventually. I don't
Right.
care who you are. And that's why suicide is at an all-time rate. You know what I mean? Like you gotta get some help.
Right.
You
Right.
can't fix
And to trust, I mean, I'm not fixed to open up to this motherfucker that I just met 10 minutes ago. I mean, that's just, and I've been with my lady, and like you said, I'm not even opening up to her yet. And I'm supposed to open up to them or him or her because they're a counselor. But I hear what Chocolate Buddha's saying, get rock with that one. There's been 20 of them. I haven't been in that situation, so maybe, but I'm just saying right now, fuck a counselor. But if I had to, I'd probably be like Chocolate Buddha and go through several. And I'm definitely don't want to talk to no white counselor because I just don't feel like they can relate to me at all. But that's just me. And for speaking on counseling, and I don't know if I answered your question, but hey, that's just me with that goes and suffering in silence. But hey, I have gotten a whole lot better communicating wise than what I used to be because I used to just say fuck it, shut the complete fuck down, and drive off, go somewhere and cool off, and do that shit. And every now and then, me and my girl, something will hit that nerve, and I'll just say fuck it, and I'll just go get in my goddamn car and drive the fuck off instead of talking to her about it. Which, that just.
I got to speak on that because that's something I still do to this day, but I do it a little differently. Back in the day, it was a fuck you, something get broken, and I peel out. That's how I used to do it. Today, what I do is I look at my wife and say, we get to a point where I want to curse and I don't want to curse you. I'm going to take a ride. And I get in my car, and if I'm not playing some Sade, I'm playing some hip hop from 73, 74. I drive around for a good hour, hour and a half, depending on how mad I am. And then I can come back and say the reason why I had to drive off is because I need to cool off because what you said affected me this way. Or what you wasn't listening to me say was this. So let's go to bed. We'll talk about it in the morning. Or if she feels inclined to talk about it, and I feel like we'll sit up and talk about it. But it's a growing thing. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. That communication and trust goes together. And I hate to break this to you, Wizzo, and to the people out there, those three counselors, all three of them was white females. Yeah. And I think the difference was when they were talking to me. Matter of fact, the worst counselor that I had, family counselor, was a black female. And I think the problem was all those other counselors that I deemed bad, they listened to what they thought they heard and they tried to fix us. They tried to tell us this what you need to do, this what should happen, this what you ain't doing. And the three counselors that helped me, they asked me, how do you think this is going to affect your family? How do you think this is going to affect you? You don't owe me an answer. I'm just a counselor. I'm just going to tell you what I'm hearing, bring it back to you for your understanding, and the answer is in you. And that shit blew my mind. There's a couple things, like the first one, I called myself trying to talk shit to my counselor, tell her what I think she knew, and man, she broke me down like a shotgun.
Damn.
So you got to get some good ones, and there's some good ones out there, but Every one of them are not. And I'm going to tell you, councils out there, y'all don't get mad, but a lot of y'all full of shit. Y'all still be looking in the book trying to fucking evaluate people, charging
Printing
people
stuff
money.
offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI. So let me say this to the viewers that's watching right now. If y'all just post in the chat for me, how do you cool down? If you're mad at your partner, your husband, your wife, your spouse, whatever, how do you cool down? You know, you can shorten it up if it have to, or be too long or whatever. But what is your cool down point? Now, me, I've never been the one to cuss her out or use bad language or explicit language or anything like that. But I will get in the fucking car and leave and cool down. It may be some motherfuckers that I probably want to pull out in front of me the wrong kind of way so I can take it out on them. And I know I would be wrong. I'll either whoop their ass or they gonna whoop mine. I'm going to jail. But I mean, I don't know. But I would be wrong for that. But I say this on the counselor, and I haven't had to. I've been asked. Shit, my girl now asked me to go to counselor. I say fuck a counselor. But and they might have to be a white one or whatever. So, but I ain't doing that shit. So, I don't know. I don't know if I got your deal. Kay say I would say she goes to the gym, so that's what's up to cool down to take it out on the weights and probably knock the shit out the weights. So that's it. Bree, what's your cool down? How do you cool down?
So I very rarely get angry. I'll say that
Damn.
first of all. Yeah, because I
Okay.
have a lot of control over my emotions. I use logic, but I learned that through counseling.
Okay.
I learned it through counseling. I ain't always been that way. I used to tear stuff up, stab, all that good stuff. I don't do any of those things because I always think about the consequences. And especially if it's somebody I love, I always think that I don't want to hurt the person that I love. So I have a fix it mentality. Whatever I think that's going to fix it, that's what I'll do. So if I'm heated, which I very rarely get heated because I'm always loving on somebody, but when I'm heated, I separate myself from the person. And I don't mean take a drive because I don't like driving when I'm angry. I just go in another room, put on one of my favorite shows, usually some comedy, so I can laugh, and instantly, like I'm good. Now they might stay angry a little longer, so I might need to give them some more time to calm down. But it's usually them that stay longer than me because I don't let
Yeah.
it because it's a stress thing. Like I can feel it all over my body when I'm angry, so I don't like to be angry.
I'll be angry. I'll be mad at Malcolm, but it don't stress me, and it just don't. I just like fuck it. But anyway, that's just on that.
You just be
Uh,
like,
I just be like fuck it.
how do you fix things by saying fuck it? That nothing gets solved that way.
You can't fix everything. Shit, I just say fuck it. I mean, some things just can't be fixed, and the ones that can't be fixed, you just say fuck it.
But if it's in relation to you and your partner, why can't it get fixed?
Well, I mean, I said some things. I mean, in that relationship, maybe it can, but it depends on what it is and how much I'm willing to give into the conversation. Depends on what it is. I don't know. I can't say right off. If it's something we didn't been together all this time, whatever. No, I'm not gonna just say, well, fuck the relationship, whatever. Unless you just really hit that nerve, and at the point in the age where I'm at, then I like fuck it. I'm out this motherfucker. But I mean, I'm that's just me. Maybe I need some counseling, but I ain't getting that shit.
Get that counseling, man.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you,
You
you're
do.
not wrong, Wizzo, because even with counseling, I still go through that stuff. And like my chocolate Buddha mantra, it's really a testament of what has brought me to make it to 55. Acceptance is a big thing, and you got to be able to accept if things piss you off. But I got away from living the fuck it lifestyle. I try to say, you know what? I'm gonna have to circle back on this because I ain't ready for it right now. And it's not easy all the time because I am somebody that got that kill switch mentality. If I click that motherfucker on, I don't give a damn if the Pope right there. Fuck him and fuck your mama. I know that about myself. And I learned that through counseling. So what I also learned through counseling is if you notice about yourself, what do you do to keep from going to flipping that switch?
And that's it. That's why I don't get angry. Because the way I used to be, I should have been locked up a long time. I don't have time for that.
I'm not going to
So,
speak on being locked up
yeah.
and stuff like that, but I will tell you that I have learned those triggers need to be attended to because the shit about us being a strong silent type, That's where the road rage and violence comes from. The fuck it attitude, you can only say fuck it so many times. You got a certain number of fuckers before you say I'm fucking shit up. So for me, it's about keeping my balance right. I try to work on being peaceful, but I'm not going to give this facade that, oh no, I am peaceful because I believe in rainbows and love. No, I know there's a certain point that I'm going to flip it. So when I see it coming, I'm not going to ignore it. And this is where the car ride comes in. And Creed, like you, I like to listen to funny shit and separate myself so I can recollect my brain matter to say, you don't need to flip out. You don't need to do this. This is you. You're in control of it. And sometimes I'll do stuff that's just so random that it actually catch me and my wife off guard. There was one time my wife and I, you know, we're going back and forth. It's getting heated. I feel myself about to click the switch, but I also hear myself saying, are you going to click this switch on this woman that you really love? Are you going to hurt her like that? And in the middle of this conversation, I just leaned over, mwah, kissed her right in the mouth in the middle of our argument. And she was looking at me, and I was looking at her, and we just both started laughing. I ain't going to tell y'all what happened after that, because...
No, don't tell us. Don't tell us. Don't tell us. All right, cool.
We figured that shit
Let
out.
love lead.
All right.
And you can also look at arguments as opportunities.
It works.
Yeah, opportunities to do what?
Fix whatever's the problem. So you.
Hey,
so
I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you. You can.
I thought that's what she was gonna say, but go ahead, Creed.
I got nothing else.
Okay. So let me do this before I go to Chocolate Buddha. I'm gonna see what you got on your talking point. But before I do, I'd like to thank all of our viewers out there that's watching right now. You'd like to subscribe to Wizzo Talk. The link is in the description or strolling right across the bottom of the screen right there. And if you're watching me from Facebook, hey, make sure you go and hit that link in the description and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate your support. And with that being said, because we ain't gonna be long like them old Baptist preachers say. Chocolate Buddha, what you got on your topic?
My topic goes right back to the communications thing. Everybody, whether you in a bad relationship or you feel down on yourself, there's three things that I want people to really concentrate on. This from my Chocolate Buddha mantra. The first thing is say bye to self-doubt. And I spell that B-I-Y. Say bye to self-doubt. And I spell it B-I-Y because the B-I-Y is believe in yourself. A lot of times we get frustrated about stuff and we're not really focused on who we are and what makes us great. We keep focused on how we're coming up short and how we need something to get better. You're better how you are right now if you believe that. So believe in yourself. The second thing is acceptance. And all the stuff that we've talked about, we actually cover that. Can I accept that this is happening in my life? Can I accept that I'm not okay with that? And this is an answer that only you can give yourself. A counselor can't give that to you. Your children can't give that to you. Your lover can't give it. You have to give it to yourself and be 100% on it. And then the last thing, and this goes to the yin yang sign that we see in Buddhism and we see in karate flicks, but I believe in this wholeheartedly. Get your balance right. And I'm focused on your balance because your balance is not the same as everybody else's. Mine is not the same as Cree. Mine is not the same as Wizzo. But I know what keeps me balanced and keeps me fit and keeps me focused. So I focus on keeping my balance right. And I think if everybody focused on that, kind of look inward, it's easier to control your temperament and control where you want to try to go in life. So it really wasn't a question, but I just wanted to share that with everybody because I wholeheartedly believe in this, and this is what I'm pushing with this new clothing line for everybody to feel that way.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, I've been checking out that clothing line, man. You got some fire shit going on right there too.
Thanks, man.
That's what's up on that. I got Cree. She's supposed to be getting her website going, but we ain't gonna worry about that right now. That's another.
F that.
Let me steal my words. Let me ask you this, and then we're gonna come to Cree and see if she got one more. So let me ask you guys this right here. This is about cheating.
Oh wait, friend. I didn't. Can I say something to what he said?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I didn't know you did.
Didn't comment on his.
Because he said it really wasn't a question or whatever, nothing. He just wanted, but go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
want to say this to the world because for whatever reason, people think that. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I'll just say how I'm gonna say it. Everybody is struggling internally with something. To your point, you have internal struggles that you have from childhood, from adulthood, teenage. No matter what you say, and even if you don't go to therapy, Wizzo, you need to find somebody you can talk to and release it. Sometimes driving in the car and being on a listen to a radio or whatever or watching a movie is not going to help you. You actually need a physical person to let it out on. I have friends that release out on me all the time. Sometimes I gotta turn my phone on silent because I don't want to hear it. But you don't know who you might be saving by listening to them or letting them or allowing them to release what they're going through. And when a man tells me he is not dealing with nothing internally, that's a red flag because I know you are just by being in this world. Go ahead.
And
Uh,
go
you
ahead.
you just remind. I didn't mean to cut you off, Wizzo, but Creed just reminded me of something that I told you, Wizzo, and it's coming full circle. You're actually um, sharing and talking without even knowing it.
Yeah.
When you created Barbershop Talk, us guys have sat around and talked about some shit that we normally wouldn't talk to anybody else. And you've shared some things that I felt you need to get. Matter of fact, a couple times you said you need to get it off your chest. And I think that was therapeutic, even though it's therapeutic, because you got to open up, you got to be 100% you, and you didn't have to pay a counselor. So I'm saying that to say that eventually you might want to go see a counselor, but the thing that you're doing right now is actually helping you, I believe. And I know that it's helping other people because when they tune in to Barbershop Talk and they talk about the things that we're talking about, so happy for us to share it because they had it on their mind, that's cathartic. And I think you're doing that with Wizzo Talks Barbershop Talk. What do you think?
And go ahead, Creed.
I was going to say that this is why I like podcasts. Love. That's why I started podcasting with your help. This is why I love talking to people. I love no matter where I go, I'm always having people think outside the box and just like looking at life through some different lenses. Like I encourage like these deep conversations that we don't have with each other, instead of having just like the surface, what's the new music out, dancing, like no, like real conversations. This is why my phone really stays on for people to call me when they got stuff on their mind and they want to get it out. And I'm always offering whatever good advice I can from the knowledge that I have. So I have gained a lot of knowledge from you and I've shared a lot and you've taken into consideration some of the things that I've shared from viewers and stuff. And now you integrated it into your podcast as well. So yes, you are getting this free therapy also.
So why the hell both y'all trying to give me some goddamn therapy? But
You can call it what you want, but it's therapeutic, okay?
to go back to Chocolate Buddha, you're probably also right on that. And I will say this: me and my lady, we were on a was it the cruise? We was on our cruise, and one of her cousin's friend asked about the podcast, and he said, "Man, I bet that really just kind of just relaxing and help you therapeutic and all that stuff like that." And I say, "Well, yeah," without even thinking, I said, "Yeah, man, it can be," And when I listen to Chocolate Buddha, not even thinking, I've shared a whole lot of shit on here that free counseling, and with other people, and free, like you were saying. We cover so much real shit on here, and I've had people at work talk to me about it, and people post in the comments later, and even on some of the shorts. And I always post the shorts to try to get them to refer back to the full podcast. But we're in that drive-through phase to where we watch that 2 or 3 minute clip, and then we say what we're gonna say. But when they really listen to it and watch the full podcast, there's so much to be gained from it, And anyway. That's just what that said. I had something else I was gonna say, but I made a quick note. No, I said I ain't gonna talk to no damn body. But Chocolate Buddha, when he got to talking shit, he made me realize, hell, I am talking to somebody. I'll be talking to y'all about it shit.
A lot of somebody's.
But anyway, let me say this right here. I know we can't be long. I know Creed, it ain't Taco Tuesday, so but we ain't gonna
Good.
keep it too long. But I'm gonna ask y'all this, and this is about cheating. And Creed, some of my notes was because I know you talk about healthy relationships and stuff. So some of my notes was geared toward having these other two ladies on and yourself, but they're not here. So let me ask y'all this, and then I commented on also. You know, can cheating ever make a relationship stronger if both parties are honest about what led to it? Now, you know, we'll just say they both didn't cheated. What led to it? So we sit down, we having a discussion, whether that's in the front of a counselor or what. Will that do y'all think that'll make the relationship stronger with them talking about it and trying to see what led to it? We've said before, women cheat for what's missing. It's been said, men cheat for variety. Whether that's right or wrong, we ain't saying all. We just saying. So, what do y'all think? So, will it be stronger if they both honest about it up front? And let me start with Creek.
Okay, I like to say this. I'm a proactive person. I'm not a reactive person. So if you didn't tell me you had these issues before you stepped out, I'm inclined not to believe you. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna say that because I communicate. I create a safe space for you to communicate with me. I don't blow up on you. I listen, despite what people may think, and I believe in therapy. So there's really no reason for you not to be open or honest about whatever it is. And I'm pretty open. Like I might be like, all right, go ahead on. That's what you want to do. So don't bring nothing back. Take the condom with you, you know? So I'm pretty open and laid back. And believe it or not, even though I'm like that, people will still sneak around for that excitement and thrill and lie and cheat because it has happened to me.
Okay.
So in that case, when I lose respect for you, then I know it's over. Oh, I felt like
So,
you lost respect for me. Then I'm done.
okay. So I'm saying, can cheating ever make a relationship stronger if both parties are honest about what led to it? So,
So that would go to what Buddha said. Like it depends on the individuals. So if you are invested in this relationship, like the one married woman I was telling you about, she told her husband they went to counseling, they're still married and they're still together. So, but some people cheating is a deal breaker, you know. So and they don't want to, and they got it in their mind. I'm not gonna be able to get over it. Like Rico was saying, some guys, you belong to him now or the streets. But some people they want it. They love you. Like Buddha was saying, they want to make it work and they willing to put it in the work to make it work. So that's an individual, like PM said, case by case scenario.
case by case. All right,
Yeah.
Chocolate Buddha, what's up with that?
For me, I don't think cheating ever makes a relationship stronger, but I do believe that if they love each other, the communication is the part that's going to make the relationship stronger after that happened. For me, I need to know everything. Because you cheat on me, I'm analyzing everything and I'm not letting shit go. And if you want to just get past it, that might be a deal breaker. If you don't want to explain to me what it was, not only did that person do for you that made you straight and go over there, but more importantly, what was it that I wasn't doing or what I was doing that made you say it's okay to step out? Because I need to understand that to understand why you want to come back in the first place. Um, for my first two serious relationships, especially the first one, I found out way after that the problem could have been fixed. We'd probably still be married today because the issue wasn't about her stepping out and being with somebody, which she felt instant regret for because she did it. It was because I was so headstrong on what I thought I was doing right as a man. The pipe that we all keep talking about back and forth, the bills being paid, trips and all that stuff. I was focused on all this shit that was on the shelf and not listening to the fact that she kept telling me, I hate the Army. I don't even want to stay in the Army. Um, but you love it so much, can you at least just give some time at home to us like you give to the Army? So that was a hard pill to swallow. But I had to swallow that, and I consider her one of my best friends to this day. And it's because we had that conversation. And with my current marriage right now, no matter what happens, I want to talk about it. I don't want to just sit back and say, Nah, we're not gonna talk about it because I know for myself, if I say I don't want to talk about it, that is adding up to oh fuck it, and a couple of fuckers is I'm out the door. So
Sound like
for
me.
me, I
Fuck.
need to know. We need to. Oh yeah, I'm good at a fuck it. My wife will tell you, I hate when he say that shit. I throw it out the back pocket like damn foul flag. Fuck it.
Right. Well, it for me, cheating. Will it make it stronger? It's a deal breaker for me. Y'all already know I ain't going to no fucking counseling. So if we sitting down and we talking about what led up to the cheating, and if I know that I'm doing everything, but evidently I was missing something, and for her to go to cheat, and then for me to go cheat, she wasn't doing something because we both was cheating. That's what I was saying. Being honest about what led up to it. Something made her go cheat, and something made me go cheat. In my day and time and age right now, y'all heard me say that that dog don't hunt no more. Shit, my girl's 7-Eleven, so I don't have to worry about that shit. So fuck it, 3 o'clock in the morning. If I'm harder than Superman kneecap, shit, I'm putting in some work, you know. But the cheating part of
Hey,
it,
what's up?
oh, go ahead.
I will say for me, it's really part of my journey through life. The reason why I'm comfortable with communicating stuff, because I know if this doesn't work, I'm done. I'm 55. I've already done all the exciting sexual stuff that any little 14-year-old, 15-year-old boy can imagine. I'm past that. I'm looking at building something to the future. And believe it or not, it doesn't have to do a whole bunch with sex or just sex. It's sex and ambition. And if you can't match my ambition, you know, the sex part is not going to keep this thing moving for me. Back in the day, it could. But now it's really about, can we work together to build something at this point in time? Because I'm looking at life as I'm I'm getting credit. I should be dead already. So I need to enjoy this as much as possible. And I can't enjoy it by trying to worry about somebody stepping out on me or them having to worry about me stepping out on them. Because like I told my wife, and I tell her all the time, you don't have to worry about me stepping out on you because I'm lazy. I don't have time to meet somebody somewhere and hide shit. I'm lazy. But I will tell you this. If you mess with the relationship and we're done, we're done. That doesn't mean I got somebody to take your place. I'm so confident and comfortable with myself, I could be done and be at home alone without anybody, because that's where I'm at in my life right now.
I think you
PM
got something
said
to
he
say
needed
too.
something up.
PM say he need a 7-Eleven. And Chocolate Boot, I'm a little bit older than yourself, and I think too myself, if this one don't work with me and my lady, it's a wrap. I'm not putting in the work and the time and everything like that. But Chocolate Boot, you said 14. I know you've been fucking since you were before 14. You was probably fucking around about 10 or 9 or some shit. So you said 14
Hey,
now.
true story. True story. I've been lying about fucking till I was about 18. Nobody didn't want no Harvey Baker. I was poor. I was skinny. I was dirty. I liked to fight. Nobody didn't give me none until I joined the army.
And I've seen
I
your
was
army
friends with a
pictures.
lot of people.
I've seen your army pictures and some of the ones you posted. So your ass was probably out there. I ain't gonna get into that. That's another topic.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different story. We had to put Triple X up here about what happened once I joined the army, because I found out a lot about myself, and I found out some of these people that I thought was friends was giving me hints that I wasn't catching.
Hmm. I got
I
you on
caught
that.
them motherfuckers when I was in uniform though.
Free, you got any other thing come in or anything?
Nothing much besides what the last thing he was saying. Like, I'm in a point in my life. I'll be 50 next year. I don't want nobody else. Like, if I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, sex is overrated to me. Like, it's a temporary thing. Like, I care more about how you treat me, how you treat other people, how you carry yourself, what we building together, trying to build a strong, healthy foundation for a healthy relationship. Like, your interest in that, like, not repeating those bad patterns. You know what I mean? Like, leaving the past where it's at. and not bringing it to the future, building something new and fresh because I'm new and fresh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't really care about the attention I get from other. I don't care about none of that stuff. None of that stuff move me one way or the other. I know that I am the author of my story and I make my own choices for my life. I'm so in control of like my life and what I do and how I move. I'm not impressed anymore by none of this stuff. Like, I don't, man, I'm telling you, I'm so okay with being by myself. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to say. Like, my peace is everything to me. I don't like arguing. I don't like none of that stuff. I'll let you have it. Be right, whatever. Put a cape on, be super mad. I don't care. Like, I'm so okay with being by myself. I just really don't let a lot of stuff move me because my peace is everything. Like, people dying out here just stressing over stuff they have no control over. And when all they need to know is they can control themselves. That's the only person you can control. I wish Rico was on here because he keep talking about she belonged to him now. And she belong. Women are no longer property of men. Like, we belong to ourselves.
You said that
We are
before, yeah.
doing way better by ourselves than attached to a man that's attached to 3 other women. Like, yeah,
And
no.
I've seen, on Facebook posts and other women that told me that, they happy with their peace. They don't really have to have no man and carry on all that. They happy and they content, and especially now with all this line dancing going on, shit, they be out to get their line dancing on.
It's the circle of friends. And
Yeah.
you get you a good circle of friends where you could travel with, go eat, like your social life is booming. I'm telling you, sometimes women, when I talk and I hear women talk, they just using the men. Like, and when I hear Rico say a woman gotta be emotionally attached to a man, and bullshit. No, she don't. No. Sometimes she just wanna get an itch scratched. Like, and that's it.
Get a
And
good
it's
stretch.
more than one. I mean, like, it's not even like, she's an adult. She can govern her own body. So,
And what's her name? She said that with the paw prints, yeah,
oh,
Janet.
Janice,
Janice, yeah, Janice is off the chain. Janice says she believes in some
respect
type of
cheating.
respectful cheating. In
Mhm.
other words, her man can go out and do what he do and do who he wants to do, but come back and I forgot exactly all what she said that he can't do. I think he can't get emotional attached or something. I don't know, but she believes in cheating. Is my thing on that. I had some. Oh, Chocolate Booty, did you see what PM said? You've been the same since you was 8.
Yeah, man.
The same
Hey,
height.
hey, it wasn't 8, it was 13, man. But you're right.
PM off the damn chain.
Right. Hey, my body had to catch up with my head though.
Yeah, shit, yeah. So
Now,
guys,
can I ask you a question? So, Buddha, if you found out your wife cheated, you would forgive her if she
Oh, that
told
has
you?
happened.
Oh,
No,
okay.
this is something that has happened.
But would you do
And
it now though?
no, that's what is happening. We kind of went
Currently
through that.
in your
Yeah,
marriage? Oh,
yeah. That's why I said I'm 0 for 3, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it because a lot of people like, man, I couldn't do that, man. You just got bad luck, and it's like, no, I don't have bad luck. I just am who I am. People like me. Some people that's not with me think I'm more than I really am, and when they get with me, they realize that I'm kind of boring kind of guy. But I have confidence in who I am, and when it happened, I even told, hey, if you feel like it's somebody better for you, I'm at the moment in my life. I'm not going to even be mad at you. Go be happy. But what happened was, she realized that, oh shit, the grass is not greener on the other side. Now I could have been an asshole and be like, gotcha, bitch, don't you come back, blah blah blah. But I really love her. And when she told me she really made a mistake and she wanted to be back with me, I said, well, we're gonna have to do some counseling, and you got to understand that trust is lost. Don't think that I'm just gonna be okay with it, but I'm willing to work on it if you're willing to work on it. And this is what I mean by that communication point. If you really talk to somebody and find out that they love you, and you be honest with yourself and you really love them, I think you can work through anything. That doesn't mean be a sucker. By all means, you need to make sure that boundaries are set and that you communicate for your safety. So for me, I'm okay with telling my wife, hey, I don't trust you. I don't trust you to the fact that other people you might see as attractive, it could happen again. I'm not going to say that I'm going to keep checking through your phone because, again, I'm lazy. I'm not going to keep checking through your phone. I'm not going to keep asking you where you are. But if I feel uncomfortable about something, I'm just going to come to you and say, hey, I saw you on the phone. I want to see who you're talking to. Or I don't like the way this guy talks to you at work. I would appreciate if you don't have contact with him. And if you do, I think that's going to be a problem for us. And maybe you need to go explore that and leave me out of your equation. And that's where I get the communication. No, it's not like that. This is what's happening. I'll let you meet him. Or, no, you're right. He said some things that was kind of shady. I didn't take it that way, but you're a man. If you picking up on this, I'm going to respect my man.
Well, I commend you for that, for the forgiveness
Thank
part
you.
of it, because a lot of men, I don't say all,
No,
will be like, I need to go get
there's
my
a whole bunch
revenge.
of men
I
right
gotta go
now
get
that's
my
telling
revenge
me,
first before I take you back. Let me
yep,
go get my revenge first.
yeah. And again, I hear all the guys that's told me that, and I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I'm talking about it from my point of view. And when I say I was out there, there's some things that I'm gonna have to talk to Jesus about when I get up there. But where I am now, where I'm balanced at, I don't really have that drive to have get back, because am I really getting back for me, or am I getting back because I'm hurt at her? And when I look at it for myself, I don't need it. All I need is my peace, like you said, my my peace and understanding. Have our conversation, and if you don't like who I am, let's not lie to each other. Go be honest with you, and I'm gonna be honest by myself. And right now, my wife's biggest fear is that she thinks that I'm gonna try to find somebody to replace her because of what happened. She really thinks that the other shoe is gonna drop. And I'm here to say, now, the other shoe I'm working on is my movie career, making movies, my clothing line. Make sure I can amass enough so when I do die, that my kids got something to say, hey, Dad worked hard for us. And that's really where my focus is right now. I like being happy. I can be happy with everybody. And I mean that because I want people to be happy. But at the same time, I'm at a point in my life where I can walk into the woods or into the desert and be happy by myself. That's where I am in my journey.
And I'll tell you this, that my girl will tell you right now, cheating is a rap. She like, shit, a motherfucker cheat, it's over with. It ain't no talking about it. It ain't no making up. It ain't no finding out what happened. You could have been together 20 years or 30 years. She'll tell you in a minute. If it's a cheat, it's a rap, you know. So that just with her on that. So yeah, you definitely, and I think going back to kind of what Cree was saying, it could have been because what was missing. And then here we are as a man, you thinking about, well, shit, during them times, boy, I was out there, so let me just go on and, you know, she's good, keep her, something may have happened uh, that made you say, maybe it was me. I don't know, you know, some shit, I don't know. But to take her back,
No,
that's
I think you hit right on it, Wizzo, because that's why I say I look at situations instead of saying, oh, it was you old dirty bitches. I look at it as me. Oh, well, maybe I'm not the person that you thought I was. And I'm okay with that because I'm not changing. And that's the thing that gives me my peace. That when I look back at what I am now and what I've become and what I'm trying to do, I'm happy with it. And I want people to be happy about me being my genuine self. I don't want to put on a facade for something. And if you see something, you're close to me, that's not okay with you, I can't be mad at you for wanting to go away from me. My only stipulation is go. Don't play the fence. Figure out what you want to do. You're either going to be with me or be over there. And I'm not going to be trying to smash up your car and trash you. But I will leave you where you're at. So
already, that's
And
Cree.
I think that's the best revenge you can ever give somebody if they do you wrong, is to no longer allow access to you. That's it.
Right.
I won't call a name, but somebody's going through that right now and they can't believe it. And I'm like, I'm not mad at you, but you made your decision, and I'm good. I wish you the best in life.
And you know,
It just won't be.
oh, sorry about that. You know, I think that when the woman trying to see, she may be going through something, or a woman, I'm not saying your woman, but she's going through whatever she's going through. And this guy over here is whining, dining, he's saying all this good shit, but he's only saying that just to get the goods. Because if he was so good, or he was so this or so that, then he would already have somebody. Or then maybe he does have somebody, and he just wants to be out there on the hunt like that. But if
Yep.
he's so good, he's so this, then motherfucker, why you ain't got nobody? You know, in the
Men know
same way,
exactly what to say
I
and
was
do.
going to say that too. And in the end, no matter what we say or what we do, if she don't open them legs, we ain't going in. So in the bottom line of it is, it's up to her to get that pussy up, whoever she may be. You know, cause the guy, we as guys, we think we backing chocolate booty. You walk up in there, you got your stripes on and everything like that. She looking over there, she get wet, you know, and you know, it is what it is. And you
It's
mac
so
and,
graphic.
and buy her some drinks and buy this. They say, now look, I done bought you 3 drinks, you know. So what that pussy gonna do? She gonna say it ain't gonna do nothing. You shouldn't have bought me the damn drinks, and she gonna leave, or she gonna go on and say, let's go to my place, you know. But that guy over there, he can say whatever he wants to say, but in the end, it's up to her to open those legs. That's just me. What I,
So may I ask you
That
another question? Like,
you know, you
do
can
you
ask whatever you
believe in
want to.
Rico's theory that she had an emotional attachment to him?
I'm sorry, I was talking.
Come
Say that
on,
one
Buddha.
more time.
Is it according to Rico, if she stepped out, that means she had an emotional attachment to him? Talking to Buddha.
Oh, Buddha.
okay? I can answer that for my. Well, I'll answer for all three. For the first one, she didn't have an emotional attachment. It was really me that I was so army, so focused on my career. Um, she was really trying to get attention. It sounds fucked up, but she was trying to get
No,
attention.
it sounds
And
realistic.
Yeah.
when I said, it's over, it really crushed her. And that's how I found out years later that she still loved me. It was just that I wasn't giving her something. She found somebody that was in her ear, talking that shit, everything, and she was at a vulnerable point because at the house I was like, gotta go to war. I'm trying to shoot somebody. Leave me alone. Go get the money that I left in the bank for you. So for that one, there was no emotional attachment. The second one, it was really her just playing the field because she still is very pretty. And since I didn't submit to what she wanted, she went out there and did what she did. And she's not with the guys that she was with. She just did it to do a power move. Now the last one, I think she was emotionally connected because he was saying a whole bunch of beautiful shit and doing a whole bunch of fanciful shit where when she came to me, I'm all out of the bullshit. I'm like, no, we can't go on a fucking yacht. You know, you have a BMW, you're not gonna get a new BMW because somebody else has it. We have a set amount of money. We have children to take care of. We have bills to take care of. So I know that you want this, but I can't give it to you.
Damn, he bought her a car. He
Huh?
bought her a car.
No, I did. This motherfucker promised all kind of stuff. He promised the
Oh,
moon,
just a
a wedding
promise.
in
Okay.
Hawaii.
You
Yeah,
say a lot of
he
words.
did all that.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, hey, look, I got you the car that you wanted before I got a car because I love you. But if this dude saying all this stuff and y'all at work all the time, I can tell you, he gets to be in your ear more than me because y'all at work.
Work husband.
But I promise you, the only thing he want is that ass. And what happened was, once he got what he wanted, started treating her like shit. And again, I could have been the person that's like, that's what you get. But I was like, I saw it coming a mile away. Now you need to decide what you want to do. You want to stay over there? Because clearly everything I said was true. Or you want to come back over here. But if you come back over here, You got to understand, it's not going to be the same way it was when you left. Shit's changed, but I still love you. So
And I think,
three out of three out. I just want to end it by saying, out of the three, only one was connected emotionally. The other two, it was just a fuck, and they even told me that. Yeah,
I
what's
hope
wrong with that
Rico
motherfucker?
watching.
Oh, he probably kicking over the TV and probably called Seven and said, "I see why you hate Chocolate Buddha so much. Fuck that dude. Fuck that guy, man. We're gonna
Why?
whoop his
Because you
ass when he come to
honest.
Texas."
Why? Because you honest. You're authentic.
Hey, it's
You're
my truth.
authentic.
It's my
Yeah,
truth.
exactly.
I can't change my truth. I'm not telling them they wrong for theirs, but this is my truth. I'm living it.
yeah,
So
Chocolate Buddha he gonna tell it like that. Ever since I've been knowing him, and I think last time I said 6, but I think we met in 8 or somewhere in there. Then we Chocolate Buddha somewhere in there in Iraq.
2000, we met in 2008,
Yeah,
and I got promoted to be one of the supervisors over there when we was in Iraq.
yeah, he's been cool. We've been cool as a fan since. I say this here, and this is just totally something different. This is just what I think. As sometime as first I say this, my lady, she might be watching now. I don't even know if she fucking watching, but she was in um HEB or somewhere, and some guy was hitting on her, telling her she got a fine ass or some shit like that. And one time she told me that some guys was at the end of the aisle, and she was on like aisle 9, and he was telling the other guy, "Yeah, man, it's on aisle 9." Them to go over there and look to see her over there, whatever. But my girl, I look, I tell my girl she find the motherfucker all the time. I walk in the kitchen, I hit on her ass, I grab them titties while we're driving. I'll go and do. I'm all over her
Love
all
you,
the
baby.
and she'll be moving and all that shit like that. I'm like, you drawing attention to yourself. But I mean, I'm just saying that to say that sometimes I think we can get too comfortable with what we have, and even the woman can, and not because no men sometimes we on that sex drive thing, and that's why I said before, shit, go in there and cook me some breakfast in your birthday suit or with your panties and bra on or something. Don't walk around with your moo, which ain't nothing wrong with the moo though. We know you, there ain't nothing up under that moo. But I'm
Hey
just saying,
man,
just showing attention is all I'm just trying to really just say, just kind of clowning around with it. Just make sure we still showing us attention. Because that guy, them saying that she was fine and saying this, it probably didn't even phase her. Because I'll tell her in a minute, she fine the motherfucker. So I'm just saying,
and I think that goes both ways, Wizzo, because one of the things I found out was once we got back and we got over that, she started paying particular attention to people giving me compliments. And I had to remind her that people been giving me compliments forever. I'm not trying to be big headed about it, but I've been getting that forever. If you think that those compliments are going to make me leave what we got here, rewind the tape and see what we were
Right.
doing back then. Because I promise you, some people been coming at me, drop numbers on me too, but I'm lazy. That's the only way I can say it. I'm late. I don't have time to try to pursue this and have this side thing on it because I got too much other shit that I'm working on. I like the compliment, but no, I ain't coming to your house. No, I don't want your fucking steak. Somebody else out there, you look good. Go get them that steak. I'm gonna go home and be bored and fucking do karaoke with my daughter and fucking watch cartoons because that's me. That's what I like doing.
and it is him too. He ain't lying about that. He's been straightforward up front. So guys, that's all I have for this segment episode. But I don't know if anybody else have anything. If so, we can entertain that. If not, we can get some closing comments and get ready to get up out of here. Anybody got any other thing going on? No. 1, 2, 3. I sure hate that our other guests didn't come on, and I thank our viewers for tuning in with us. PM been off the chain over there in them damn comments. I tell you though. So
Yeah, I'm gonna get you on that, PM. You got me a couple times. I'm gonna get you on there, bro.
yeah. All right,
But it's been
Creek.
all good.
What you got for us to close up out of here, Creek?
I'd like to say this. Oh well, PM. I don't have a date set. We're in counseling. Okay. So I'll say this: relationships are hard, right? Dealing with people are hard, especially at our age. Like people who have lived a long life, had marriages already, had kids, like divorces. Like it's hard. However, if it's two people that are truly invested in making it work, they can make it work. by any means. Like, I think people that's been married for like 50 plus years is because they never gave up on each other, no matter what. So it's possible, it's doable. You just got to put the work in. And it's not a work 3 months counseling, now we good. No, it's a everyday work. Rico talking about this perfect world. I just wish he was still on here. That is not realistic. That is a fantasy. Like, somebody can wake up mad, don't even know why they mad because they ain't went through counseling, Rico. They just dealing with some stuff internally, and they just take it out on who? The closest person to them. But my motto is always going to be, I don't want to hurt nobody that I love. So that keeps me grounded and loyal to my relationships. I don't want to hurt the people that I love. So if you think about it that way, I don't know, it might work for you, it might not. Try thinking about it that way and look at when you do have arguments and disagreements as opportunities to do things differently. Like, and sometimes it's okay to swallow your pride and your ego and just apologize. Like, I swear it's the easiest thing to do, but the hardest when you're angry. It's like the easiest thing to do, but the hardest thing when you're angry. So take that drive, watch some comedy, play with the dog, whatever, calm down, and then just come back and fix it. Because I swear, life is so much easier when you're doing it with a partner that you love and trust and is loyal to.
Yeah, 'cause it
And
ain't no fun.
if they do you wrong and they hurt you and they abuse you and they use you, the best revenge is to no longer allow access to you. Ladies, know your self-worth. Men, know your self-worth. Love yourself. I'm out now.
Ain't no fun when you're doing it by yourself. Shit, it's always fun with somebody
Exactly.
on the other end of that thing. That's a little bitty joke.
I was gonna say something else, but okay.
I
Yeah,
need something
Creed.
stronger. I need something stronger.
Shit, Creed. I would say this for Chocolate Booty say his. I said something about work with a relationship on one time we were on, and I don't remember what it was. I'm like, shit, it's a job, it's a work, and you looked at me like, it's a work, it's a job. Well, shit, and of course now listening that you said here, it is, it's work, it's a job.
Well,
It's damn near like a full time job.
I was free for a long time, like just free spirited. Like, I didn't really have any body saying, hey, where you at, or what time you coming back, or like, I was just free living by myself, taking care of myself, just doing whatever. So to come from that to come into a relationship and to now be engaged, it's night and day. Having to respect somebody else's feelings, or even just take into consideration somebody else. I'm planning my week, Taco Tuesday, Thursday dancing,
Yep,
this and that, be gone for the weekend. I
yep,
can't do
yep,
that. I can't do
yep,
that anymore.
yep.
So, and because I want to be respected, I'm going to respect my partner. It's real simple. Like, I swear, that golden rule, you treat people how you want to be treated, we all will be better people. But we don't do that. Like, it's a lot of selfishness going on. But I promise you, if you love yourself, you're going to love your partner. You respect yourself, you're going to respect your partner because you're going to want that exchange. So,
And that's why I say, I have to meet your fiance also because me and you we cool as a fan. It ain't shit there. You met my girl, or whatever. You even called me when I've been at my girl
awesome.
house and shit like that. So we cool. But at the same time, I don't want to step over no bound and be text you or message you or some shit and say talking about the podcast because that's usually all we talking about. Or I'm in telling you to get your store, get this or get that or whatever. But it's nothing relationship wise. But if for some reason that's causing issue, shit, I won't fucking text. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
out of respect for
So
myself and my relationship, I don't be on the phone
yeah,
after hours. I phone,
yeah,
stay at the bed. Like, I was
yeah.
bringing the phone to bed, and then I realized that's not a good idea. So even like just realizing stuff on your own, like from previous, like Buddhists from previous relationships, like you should be doing better and learning and not bringing that old stuff in there. So when you recognize it, you should cut that off right the head, that snake off. Yep, this not gonna be a problem for me. Like, that's why
That's
I'm
what's
saying,
up.
like, with the open phones and stuff, like my first marriage. Child, I don't even want to talk. I'm not even going there. I can't. I can't.
That's
I
another
can't.
podcast.
I don't want that around me, in me, none. But it was very toxic. So
Right.
I don't want anything toxic near me. If I smell toxic, I'm running in the opposite direction.
And I'm gonna say this, and then y'all read that comment a PM left. But I'm gonna say this: it's almost every episode of Wizzo Talk, someone shares something personal. Creed, you have many a times. I have myself, Chocolate Buddha. We've all shared a personal experience. with that. And that's the thing here on Wisdom Talk. We never know what the topic's going to be. We start here, we wind up everywhere else, but it's all real life shit. So, and I can appreciate that. But PM, we see you, baby, and we appreciate you. Chocolate Buddha,
For sure,
what you
for
got?
sure. Well, I gotta say that everything Cree said, I wholeheartedly agree with it. Communication, you can't go wrong with communication. This shit about holding it in, suffering silence, is not doing anything but hurting both of y'all. But a couple of things I do want to share about relationship as I continue to grow with mine. Number one, when you apologize, because life's gonna happen, you're gonna have disagreements, you're gonna have when you apologize, don't apologize for your significant other, apologize for yourself. You know, when you say I'm sorry, don't say it because you want to try to make her or him feel better. Say it because you want to move closer, and this is part of that communication. The other thing is, try not to hold shit and say everything's okay, because it's not. If somebody says, hey, are you still thinking about that? Be honest and say, yeah, I'm thinking about it, and be able to explain why. Because every time you say, no, I don't want to talk about it, we just going to move forward, I promise you, and this is from personal experience, that shit's building. And it's building from, no, I don't want to talk about it, we just going to move forward to, man, fuck you. And both of y'all don't know where it came from. It came from you not being honest and saying, no, I'm still thinking about this. I don't want to argue about it, but this is what's in my mind. And I promise you, at least if you get it out, it's not building and bubbling and stuff. And the last thing I want to say, and Cree, you hit it on it, and I think even in a relationship, you need to continue this. You got to enjoy being alone. You got to enjoy yourself, because if you don't have that part, I don't care what kind of stuff is going on, it's going to be a burden, because you don't enjoy being yourself. If you can enjoy being yourself, that other person is going to have a better time being with you, because you already know what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you tick. And this makes it easier for that other person to figure out, okay, this is what I need to do to fit into the parameters of this person's life. When somebody doesn't know exactly what makes them tick, it's hard to connect with them. Don't be that person. I'm not telling you to tell somebody else they need to do it, because that's problematic in itself. Stop trying to fix everybody else. Fix yourself. Make sure you got your balance right. And if you're doing everything, your parameters, things that's supposed to be in here with you, is going to be here with you. And the things that can't fit in, then they probably need to be out. So that's the Chocolate Buddha line.
Let me ask you this, Buddha. What would you say to a person who says every little thing don't need to be discussed, but then they blow up and they say, you always need to be right? And I'd be like, well, where did that come from? That's some shit you holding on to, right?
Yeah, and that's why every little thing needs to be discussed. Because again, like my wife and I, we'd be talking and shit would come out the blue, and I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? And it's because when she thought she could just push it to the side, all it was doing was building. And I've done that myself. And what I try to practice is, before I get to say, nah, I ain't gonna talk about it, I try to double back, say, I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but we need to talk about this because this is on my mind. And every time I've done that, we've been able to diffuse it from I'm mad to, well, I'm sorry this is bothering you, or this is what I'm gonna change, or how can we fix it? And it really gets better. But every time I say, you know what, I don't give a shit about that, I ain't worried about it, I promise you, if it's not 2 hours or 2 days, 2 months, fuck you's coming out. And it's coming from that one little thing where I said, nah, I ain't worried about it, I'm good.
And that's in all relationships. That's not even just a partner. That could be your child. That could be your sister. Like whenever my sister, and whenever I'm offended by anything, I don't hold on to it. I have to talk about it, because I want us to be in a good, healthy place. I don't want to be holding no grudge, because people will hold a grudge for a long time, and you don't even know why they're not even talking to you anymore. And I dealt with that with one of my sisters, and she was like, I swear it was over a year. She was like, I made a comment at her house. I didn't even remember the comment, but she said I hurt her feelings, and that's why she stopped talking to me. And I'm thinking like I had no clue. So to me, when you don't address it, it's because you don't want to fix it. Because
Yeah.
me personally, I'm addressing because I want to fix it. If I don't address it with you, I don't want to fix it. I'm okay.
I
And
wouldn't
here's
say
the
that
thing I
they.
want to add on that before Wizzo jump on there. Um, share truthfully, because just because you share it, don't think that things are just going to instantly get better, but it's going to get off your chest. It's out in the open. Just because you're sharing it doesn't mean that this is going to be the magic bullet that brings everybody together. Sometimes it's going to be the one thing that breaks y'all apart forever. But guess what? It needed to happen. You're holding on to some bullshit is not going to save it, because it's going to happen anyway. Put it out, put it on the table, and be okay if that's the thing that says we're done.
That's it.
And just to say, I think when you were saying that you didn't even know or whatever, maybe she didn't know how to bring it to you or something like that. I don't know, or at that time, because all of us don't. Some of us don't know how to address shit.
That's a part of it. That's a
And
part of it.
and I'll say this: I still hold shit in.
We
I ain't getting
know.
no fucking counseling.
I
Y'all
was
been.
just gonna follow that up with, if you had some goddamn counseling, it
I
probably
was
slip
see
out a little more.
We know.
where both of y'all was talking. It's kind of like if you're at church and the preacher talking about a topic, and then you feel that they talking about you. Every time y'all got to say something about some goddamn counseling, y'all was looking right at me.
That's your spirit. That's your spirit talking to
Whatever.
you.
And I'm not
And
speaking to nobody, but I'm gonna say that some people need counseling, even the people that wear Wizzo hats.
I see
But I ain't talking
everybody.
about nobody in particular.
you
Sometimes you
know,
have your earphones on and you need to listen to people talking about going to counseling. But I ain't talking about anybody in the congregation. If it's on your heart, take it.
we gonna raise the offering. But so I will say that, but I have gotten a whole lot fucking better because sometimes I will hold shit in because I don't be want no consultation. I don't be want shit. I just like fuck it, I eat it, and then I just go have a fucking moment. And then I'm gonna say this here on saying I think Chocolate Buddha was saying something about apologizing or sorry or something. If I know that I'm right, I'm not apologizing just to make you feel good about it.
And you shouldn't.
I'm just not gonna do it. So I'm not gonna eat shit just to. I've been there before, and I'm not gonna do that again. So if I know that I'm right, I'm not apologizing, and we can talk about it and we can move on. But I'm not apologizing.
Again,
Anybody
I
got
say
anything?
apologize for yourself, not for them.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah. So, guys, Cree, I hope you don't get put in timeout for missing your meeting. I appreciate you. Cree had another meeting, but she hung in there and she had already committed to
And
Wizzo Talk.
exactly. I
And
hold
and
strong to my word and my
yeah,
commitments.
and
Absolutely.
that is appreciated because Chocolate Buddha and myself, we're like some old school motherfuckers where word is bond. And I mean, I can't thank you enough for that because you've had people ghost you before trying to come on the podcast. Some come up, but even though that other deal came up, so I just want you to know, face to face, kind of sorta, you know, I appreciate you for, because you always answer the call for me, and come through and I've scheduled some podcasts around Taco Tuesday because I know you have to be here, and I know not
I
to
love
schedule
this.
anything on Thursday to invite you on Thursday because of the dancing, the other joy that you do. So I appreciate you, coming on. So I really do. And were you going to say something else?
I was just gonna say I love this. I love the growth. I love
Yeah.
that we can all sit down and talk and have a honest conversation. Like when people being their authentic selves. Like you can always tell when somebody full of crap too when they come on, and
Yeah.
like I've had a couple of guests like that just say
Yeah. Been,
whatever for the comments and likes, whatever. But when you can come on and talk and have like real decent, healthy dialogue to where you putting information out and you sharing information as it helped you, because counseling definitely helped me. Counseling helped him. You don't know until you try, but I'm pretty sure it'll
Three is
help
the
you as
magic
well. You
number.
get the right person. But overall, like it is very therapeutic what we do here. Some people don't agree, like with some of the language and the logic or whatever, but it doesn't matter. It's somebody that's out there that's getting something from it. And if one person gets something from it, I'm happy, and that's why I come on. So
hey,
thank you
and
again for having me. And I'm always there when you have these adult conversations because I'm an adult and I have grown a lot. Like if I were to get in my past, Ooh, child, that is a lot, but I don't have a problem sharing it because it's also my story. You know, because people are like, you put your business, it's my story, so I can tell it if I want to. Now, whether you
Talking
want
about it.
to is your
Talking
choice.
about it, helping you heal with it. That's what's up. And you know, Chocolate Buddha have said many of times, you know, it's good for us to have these conversations. You know, he said sometimes, you know, we may not always agree on everything, but we're having that conversation. And at the end of the day, Chocolate Buddha tell you in a minute he will fight for your ass in a heartbeat. If some shit go down and he around, shit, and he know you and got that relationship with you like that, well, it's a wrap. You know, he
And I
that
don't
just
just fight. I'm a little older, so I don't just swing them hands. I throw that leg. I'm just saying.
that's how he is. So he's another one that always answers call. I also like to have him on the podcast a lot too. You know, ever since he's been the same since we worked together back in '08 in Iraq, and he's always said he wears. I don't want to call it Barney Chocolate Buddha. Was that purple thing you wear? That suit?
You
You wear
talk
onesies?
about Pookie.
Uh,
Pookie is the fifth Teletubby um, from the sunny south side of Sunnyvale. I'm gonna have to bring Pookie on one day because Pookie got a lot of shit to say too. But that's one of many
Okay.
characters there. You're looking confused, Green. You're gonna have to check out
I'm
my page and
lost.
and,
yeah.
and, and check out
I
Pookie
don't
because Pookie's something else.
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Cause Chris say you wear onesies? No, he don't wear no onesies. That wasn't it. Hey y'all,
I know the
with that,
Teletubby show.
A
La
disclaimer,
la.
real quick. I gotta go ahead and put this truth out before somebody pull up something. I did wear a onesie in Germany. I got paid to do that. I was on the stage because I used to model. So there it is,
all right, and
German
don't
onesie.
and don't tell us what you did with your meat, cause we don't want to know. With that being said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. I like that frown on Cree face. This is Paul Wizzo saying love, peace, and hair grease, and some corny shit like that. And we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching Wizzo Talk. We appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
We up out
Oh,
here, y'all.